Greetings, everyone. Welcome to Chess Advanced. This game was played as an 8th Soviet Team Championship, and I don't know the timeline of this game, but this game, two players playing this game are well known within the chess territory because with the white pieces, we have Vassily Smyslov, former world champion, and with the black pieces, we have and one of the very strong grandmasters of his time, David Bronstein. So, this game is going to be one hell of a game, and past games just teach you so much. That's why I show them a lot on my channel. So, without further ado, let's start with this game. And just d4 by Smyslov. We have d5 by Bronstein. We have c4, c6. Just going for the Slav defense. We have knight to c3, knight to f6. And you can see that the theory hasn't changed that much over the years, because even then, those all those top grandmasters used to calculate with their minds, and but still the game is very much similar even by the ancient standards. You won't see much deviation from it. We have e3, bishop to f5, but just c captures. C captures, queen to b3, and here just bishop back to c8. I mean, they are trying to counter my claim of game hasn't changed in over the years, because this is this is just absurd. But knight to f3, e6, bishop d3, and here we have knight to c6, but here just castles by white, bishop to e7, and here just bishop d2. We have castles by black as well, rook a c1, and here just queen to b6. And here in this position, you could trade queens, but I mean, trading queens so early when you have such a symmetrical pattern kind of thing, you could do that, but that was exactly that what was played. Queen caps on b6, but just a captures and you open up the file. You're gonna have to be careful about that pawn. So here just h3 was played, not allowing any bishop jumps, but here just bishop to d6, and we have a3. Obviously that would have remained a threat in the entire position. So here just bishop to d7, but now just e4, just opening up the center by Smyslov. And here the Bronstein goes for d captures, and here knight caps on e4, bishop to e7, just not trading any more pieces because maybe just Bronstein wanted to win. But here just rook f to d1, but here rook f to d8, and we have knight caps on f6 with a check. But this will also come with an attack on this pawn, so maybe he's thinking of giving it away. Bishop captures on f6, but here just bishop to e4. And in this position, what you should have done, or what Bronstein should have done, is here bishop captures on d4 just works, because here after knight captures, bishop captures on b7, you go for this knight to e2. And once king moves, now you go for this rook a b8. Now you might be thinking, well, this is attack, what do you do? Well, you leave more pieces hanging, because in this you could go for this very nice bishop to g5, also attacking another rook. Yes, that can be played, but then again, there's just too much hanging. Here knight captures, bishop captures on d8, and after rook captures, now you just capture the knight, and you have equal material, equal pieces, equal number of pawns. So most likely, it could be a draw. But here after bishop to e4, we have bishop to e8. But I don't know why, because Bronstein was playing this game, and every time Smyslov took some initiative, he just kept on going back, and that's not a good sign, because somewhere along the line you're gonna make a blunder doing that, and Smyslov will just take over and he'll win the game. Here bishop to c3 was played, but just bishop to e7, and hit d5. But now just e captures, bishop captures, and this king to f8. This king to f8 move is not something I'm very sure of. He might just wanted to unpin because he might have some ideas, but that just doesn't make any sense. But then again, I don't know why he played it. Here bishop to e4, but here just f6, and here knight to d4 was played. We have king to f7 and a lot of king moves, and here we have knight to f5, and here bishop to c5, but now just this bishop to d5 check, king to f8, b4, just attacking the bishop, and we have bishop to e7 and a beautiful b5 in this position. And here bishop captures on a3 was played, and here after b captures, now in this position you have to be very much careful. What do you do? Can you actually grab this? Well, if you grab this, then the the game will end very abruptly, because now you have this bishop to b4 check, and once you give up the rook, now this will be indeed be checkmate. So you definitely don't want to do that. So here in this position, b captures was played, but now just comes here rook to a1, and here just in this position you're down a piece, and you really don't have any compensation for it either. Bishop to c5 was played, just trying to get out of it. And if you're thinking, why don't I just grab the piece, because this is still protected? Well, just rook captures on a3, and you are wrong, that is not protected, because here rook captures, now comes this beautiful tactic with bishop to b4, just hitting this very nicely. Once the king moves, you just capture it, and you're just in a completely losing endgame. So here after rook to a1, bishop to c5 was played, but now comes this rook captures on a8, rook captures, bishop to f3, and now just rook to a3, and you can see that the position is unfortunately for Bronstein very much lost, although he does have two pass pawns, so he might might be able to convert it to a draw, but it's just very much difficult because here bishop to d4 was played, but now just bishop captures, knight captures, rook to c3, and here we have knight to e6 check, king to e7, knight caps on g7, bishop to g6, and just rook to e1 check, king to d7, bishop to g4 check, king to c7. We have f4, and with base of the pawn chain being gone, these pawns are soon going to follow. And here just bishop to d3 was played, but now just knight to e8 check, king to d8, knight caps on f6, and you can see after b5 here just knight to e4 was played. And it was on this move, on move 42, that David Bronstein resigned the game, and Vassily Smyslov got this spectacular, brilliant, in just 42 moves he got this win. So absolutely amazing. And these games are from their early times, like when they were in their 20s maybe. So definitely we'll see a lot of blunders, and with that also comes, you'll be able to learn a lot. So yeah, thank you all for watching. I'll be coming back with games like these, very old ones and very recent ones as well. So stay tuned, subscribe to the channel, and keep on watching these kinds of games, because other than the recent games where all the theory with the engines are known, they do not have that kind of luxury. So it honestly teaches you a lot. So yeah, thank you all for watching. I'll be seeing you guys very, very soon. Thank you all.